How do you think people should react when everyone's, and you mentioned NVIDIA earlier, when everyone's getting excited about an investment? What should people on average do?
Invest in index funds. The Look, one of the things I've learned in investing is to not trust your emotions. Um, and that is when everyone's piling into something, watch out because the whatever's hot. So, for example, a pretty interesting strategy would be to just look at whatever is the hottest sector for MBAs because they're generally rear view mirror looking, and to short that sector because they go into it after it's already had huge run ups. And now you never know when stuff gets hot. Sometimes that creates its own momentum and it
Yeah.
continues to go up. But again, I always regress to, you know, Nvidia could go up another 30%. Meta seemed overvalued 2 weeks ago and it's gone up another 10 or 15%. What I would suggest is participate in all of it because the hot stuff, generally speaking, your return on investment is inversely correlated to how sexy something is. So my two biggest wins in the last year were I bought uh, claims against a bankrupt FTX from claimants who didn't want to hold on to them. I bought them for 23 cents on the dollar. And I invested in a company being brought out of bankruptcy that was an electronic nicotine delivery system, basically a vaping company. And these are not romantic investments. And then all my high flyer stuff where I invested with kind of tier one VCs and cool tech stuff is not done as well. What I've invested across every part of the cap structure, angel, venture, growth, IPOs, growth companies, mature companies, distressed companies, bankruptcies. Generally speaking, the sexier that something is, I find the lower the return. I bought a bunch of Florida real estate but the key was I bought it when it was really unsexy, when there was just for sale signs everywhere in 2010 and 11. No one wanted Florida real estate. I would not buy it now because now it's very sexy and it's very expensive. The same is true of industries. The sexier the industry, the lower the return. If someone brings me an investment opportunity for a membership club in New York for fashion and music industry, I'm like, oh my God, that sounds so cool. I won't get near it. I want to be a member, but I won't invest in it. And then someone else sells me or shows me a business plan or an investment for a SaaS company that does scheduling for healthcare maintenance workers. And I think, well, I'd like to put a gun in my mouth just hearing about this business. I'll write a check. Your return on your human and financial capital is inversely correlated to how sexy the business
Hmm.
is. You want to be a billionaire and become a millionaire, go into movie producing. The chances are, if you meet someone who's investing in independent film production, it means their spouse has made a shit ton of money and they want you to find something to do on evenings and weekends. You're opening a club, you're opening a restaurant. Just keep in mind investments, the more they become overinvested, the lower the returns. The cooler it is, the more likely it is to get overinvested. So, where I've made my biggest wins is running into the fire. And don't trust your emotions. When something sounds awful, oh, bankrupt FTX, oh, those guys are never going to get their money back. Wait, they own 15 or 20% of Anthropic that just got valued at 20 billion. That means
Yeah.
they own $4 billion worth of Anthropic. That's 30 or 40 cents on the dollar, and they're being sold for 23 cents before the cash. Okay, this may sound crazy. The company stinks. Okay, run into the fire. Nvidia, some of this stuff right now, I would be careful. But again, the way to manage all of this is through index
Index
funds.
funds.